watching CASSIUS IFL TV. Davie.
Now that was a main event. Come on. Now that was a main event.
Performance man to the Yarde.
I always knew it. I always knew it was in there, and it's been quite frustrating. You know, it was really frustrating watching the last fight because I knew it was in there. The Beast from the East was in there, but the Beast wasn't there in the last performance. Well, it was sure there tonight. Ask Arthur what that heat was they put on him. Who can take that type of assault? You know, adding James Cook to the mix as well. Tunde understands his man. I think they've got it just right now. I think, you know, it's Yarde now is ready to come back. I think the loss that he had against Arthur last time out was equated to a lot of international amateur fights, going to the Olympics or something like that, because he hasn't got that amateur depth. So he hasn't learnt the lessons. He had to kind of learn on the job, and he learnt a valuable lesson in that last fight. And he really showed tonight, you know, where he's at, like levels wise.
A lot of pressure into this fight.
Good. That's good. That's what brings the best out. You know, pressure is what he needs. The better the pressure. That's how you know if someone's the real deal. Last time there didn't feel like there was that much pressure in there. Where was it? The venue we boxed last time out. Behind closed doors. It was a weird place. There was like 20 people in there. It was like a sparring session. And the energy felt like a sparring session. Here, listen, you could cut the intensity with a knife in here. You had all the guys from Manchester, all the guys from East London. It got a bit naughty, and it was just a bit, you could feel it. It was real, and he rose to the occasion. He used that as energy to go out there and do what he did as a destructive mission. It was a beautiful thing. It even brought out again.
I've got him already.
Look who had to come out. Look who had to come out for it. He couldn't miss it. Everybody was feeling from East London. From East London, he had to be here.
Lucky you're getting back on this channel after what I just saw.
I don't even know who anyone is. I'm just going, it's all mad. I can't, you're the top.
Shout out everyone.
Essex in the building. Come on.
But what for Lyndon Arthur? Because he came here, a lot of people tipping him to kind of
Everybody that talked to me, I didn't have one person backing Yarde. Not one person believed Yarde had. I literally, not one person. But because they didn't believe he had inside him what he hadn't proven yet. I knew. I don't know why, because I've seen snippets in prior fights that if he could perform using the skills, the speed, their timing, the punch variety, if he can put them together, he can do crazy things like he did tonight. Tonight, you know, that was a world-class performance, plain and simple.
And now, obviously, we know Callum Johnson's fighting Joe Smith. Possibly a shot here for Anthony Yarde to become world champion.
Listen, it's set up perfectly for him. As long as he builds on this last performance, as long as he builds on this, goes back to the drawing, whatever the energy was, the intensity in his mind, in training, Cook bringing him through James Cook bringing him through those crazy runs that he does. I remember Ted Bammy back in the day telling me, oh man, Cook's killing me. He's got that old school mindset, and that's what I think Yarde needed. He needed something different. He needed someone to shake it up a little bit. His punch variety is great. He doesn't need to learn anything new. He just needs to put it all together on the night. That's it. One thing, you can do it in sparring, you can do it in sprints, but as long as you can do it when the pressure's on, when the heat is on, really and truly, when everyone's here. Listen, I'm telling you, it was, and he got into the ring, and I was like, I looked at him, he looked at me, he gave me a nod. I was like, yeah. I wasn't sure whether he was. You know when you hope someone can do something, but you're not sure because you haven't seen it yet. I've seen glimmers and snippets of that. I've seen snippets of that, but he hasn't put them all together on one night. This, from start to finish, everything was tip top.